Now, I must admit that we haven't formally introduced you guys to the rules of the series because we actually didn't know the rules, so we just made them up now. And I hope they're all correct and I haven't missed anything. If you guys have watched our previous episodes and you think we've missed something really important, just let us know in the comment section below and we can change it according to what you tell us, if it's valid and within reason, which I hope you guys will be. So yeah. Anyway, here are the rules. We have 8 rules, as you can see on screen now. We'll just go through them, expand on them a bit more. So Sewmo will start us off.
With the first one.
Yeah.
So the first one would be that every kill, like the boss kill, has to be done in co-op Slayer. So we always duo them. Of course, it happens that one of us dies or so, but in the beginning, it's duoed.
Yeah, that's true. That's what we need to do. But one of the things that I found out, well, I haven't found out yet, but I think might be a problem is that, say if I get most of the damage and I die and Sewmo finishes off the kill, even when my loot appears to her, because the signet is untradeable, I'm not sure whether it will appear.
That is not confirmed yet, so we shall see, but it's a good point.
Yeah.
Could
As
be
well
that
as
the signet isn't seen.
Yeah, that's going to be problematic. So hopefully we won't die too many times and we haven't lost any signets without knowing. But yeah.
Not without knowing.
And also, if you remember, in the patch notes I talked about in the previous episode, I said that each of us has an equal chance of receiving the signet, regardless of who did the most damage. So for example, if I did the most damage, but a signet drop was there, then I think it's either 50-50 that me or Sewmo gets it, or it's that both of us get it. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but that might be problematic.
It could be that each of us can see it, so maybe, like, if you leave it on the ground and you don't pick it up, that I can see it and I can get it. We can maybe test it out whenever we get a signet.
Hopefully. Well, if I die, it probably won't work. And if we leave it on the ground too long, it might disappear. So we need to be careful.
Exactly. We need to be careful.
Yes. Number 2, we must do every Tormented Demon kill in duo loot chest. So if you don't know how an Ascension Crossbow is made, you basically have the 6 signets and you have the Dragon Crossbow, which you make from dragon limbs, which you get from Tormented Demons as a drop, and you give them to the guy at the entrance of the Ascension dungeon. So for this series we're going to have to kill the Tormented Demons to get that dragon limbs drop. So we decided we're going to do it in duo loot share so that both of us can see the drop when it's dropped, and obviously not coin share because then that would fail.
Yeah, with coin share wouldn't be smart.
Yeah.
So after that is the third rule. So all of the signets and dragon limbs has to be drops that we get. Like, we aren't supposed to buy them. That goes for dragon limbs because signets can't be bought.
Yeah, that's true. And number 4, we must keep track of the number of keys bought and also the number of keys that we receive as drops at the end of each episode. We've been doing that as if you've seen our previous episodes. I bought 9 keys in the previous episode. Sewmo will buy some keys in this episode, so we just need to keep track of that so that we can figure out the drop rates of the signets at the end and so on, make some calculations. So number 5?
Number 5, keys can only be bought from the cache that has been obtained via PVM, which includes Slayer and bossing and all. So things we've done out of the series, and we record the drops and all. So
yeah, we obviously can't record everything, but we'll try our best to record most of it. And obviously if Sewmo gets a drop and I don't, like she's gone PVM somewhere else without me, then that counts towards her cash pal, which she can invest to buy keys. And the way that works is that, well, so far what we've done, each person invests in keys until they get a signet. So for example, in the previous episode I invested in tertius keys, and I'll keep investing in tertius keys until we get the tertius signet. And in this episode, Sewmo intends to invest in primus keys, is that right?
Yep, we've chosen primus for this one.
Yep, and Sewmo will invest in that. So to make it fair, I'll invest in three keys, so 3 different keys to get 3 different signets, and Sewmo will invest in the rest of the 3. So that should hopefully balance out at the end of the series. Yeah. So numbers.
That
was
has
number
been
6.
this number 6.
Okay.
Now to number 7. Any spare keys that are left after getting a signet. For example, if we bought like 10 keys and we already got the signet on the second key, the keys that are left over are going to be sold, and we're going to buy the next key that we need for the series, unless every signet has already been obtained, which we still have some time till then. So
yeah, if that happens, well, we keep the cash as our own, not part of the series. And also there's a unique situation. Say Sewmo has invested in all 3 signets, and basically she's got all 3. She's invested in 3 different sets of keys, but she's got signets really quickly, so she's got loads of keys left over but no more signets to invest in. Then she gives me the money so that I can basically buy more keys for the rest of the 3 that I need to invest in, if that makes sense.
There's like, for example, because the signet drop isn't always the same as with every loot, it could happen that I would already obtain like 3 signets, so to say, or paid for 3 signets.
Yeah.
And then would still be stuck on the first one.
Yeah, that's true. That could happen because it's all random.
Yeah.
So yeah. Number 8. Well, you need to keep track of the amount of cash spent on keys at the end of each episode. So that basically means that at the end of the series we can work out the amount we invested, and then when we sell our crossbow we can work out the profit, which will obviously not be like confirmed now because the prices of keys vary enormously, so we can't just forecast the profit or anything. So it's important that we keep track of the amount of cash. So for that reason I've worked out that I spent 6 mil in the previous episode on 9 tertius keys, so that's been accounted for now. So we'll do the same thing at the end of this episode, see how much Sewmo spends and account for that as well. So that's the end of the rules.